Good afternoon, everyone. So welcome to this AI panel. We're gonna actually talk about when AI rewrites Web3, who wins. So first of all, let's just do a brief round of introduction. So let me start with myself. So my name is Amos. I'm part of the Near founding team. Previously, I was head of Asia and also the global CMO. For the past couple of years, I've been investing as a founder of MetaWeb VC, we're early stage venture fund. But today I'm really just representing Near here. And Near is a layer one public chain focusing on scaling, usability, and AI, which is kind of the topic today.
Thank you, MS. Pleasure to be here. My name is Mirko. I'm the head of the Kronos Labs Foundation, which is the foundation behind the Kronos chain, a chain that is launched about 4 years ago in close partnership with Crypto.com. So we are the largest L1 that is dual compatible with both Ethereum and Cosmos stack. And then recently we've been focusing our energy on bringing traditional finance on chain and create, and creating open and accessible tokenized markets as well. Previously, I was in Crypto.com and PayPal, but yeah, for the last 5-6 years, have been in crypto and working on Kronos. Yeah, pleasure to meet everyone.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Ishang. I am part of the Elder Members Council at KGen. We started KGen about 3 years ago. KGen is building a verified distribution protocol. We've been able to onboard about 35 million users, primarily from the global south. And we help projects in AI, DeFi, and gaming acquire users. Essentially, the fastest growing business unit for us is now the business unit of AI training and evaluation. So happy to be here and chat more about this with all of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Arpit. I'm head of ecosystem at Aether. Aether is a decentralized GPU marketplace. So we work with top data centers to bring GPU power to the AI innovators. We have over 430,000 top-notch GPUs available in the network across 93 countries. Super excited to be here.
Hello everyone, I am Jonathan Chemul, founder and CEO of ALF Cloud and founding member of Liberty AI. What we do is basically a decentralized cloud where you can request virtual machines, even on TE, trusted execution environment. So like everything you do is totally private. You can move your whole backend if you have a product on ALF Cloud easily. We support everything that you could do on AWS, but fully decentralized on a network with thousands of nodes live.
Cool. So let's actually just jump right into it. So AI has been one of the hottest topic over the past couple of years. How do you guys see AI fit within the broader blockchain and crypto space? Do you guys plan to tackle any specific AI challenges in your project? So why don't we actually start with Mirko?
Sure. So it's not secret that we believe that blockchain and AI is the best intersection because AI tries with data, right? And by nature, blockchains are open. The smart contracts are open. The data is open. Transaction open. So it's a great place for AI to learn and then self-train to improve there as well, right? The issue has been there has been a lot of big visions, right, for AI agents to automatically grow the wealth of user when you sleep, grow your money, deploy your money. But we have seen that hasn't been a lot of concrete example of how this happens, right? So the challenge that we are trying to tackle is we need more incremental, concrete use cases where AI can start to win the public sentiment that, yeah, if you put your money into AI agents, you can actually do proper stuff, right? Because today, even with the chance of 0.1% of AI hallucinating, would you put $1,000, $10,000 of your hard-earned money into AI agents? Likely not, right? Same for me. So at Kronos Labs, we've been actually experimenting ourselves in many of the AI technologies as well. And we know it's challenging, but I think we really want to fund companies and as well ourselves to really support companies that can incrementally deal with these use cases, right? One concrete example, for example, something that we've been thinking about is what if we can give AI agents a proxy sort of token for them to deploy that is not USDC or like stable coins, right? That has a lot higher degree of risk if they lose the money. What if, for example, we give them something that has proxy quality as stable coins, such as loyalty points? So you can make loyalty points still stakeable, tradable. You can stake it for maybe a participate to TG, etc. So in this environment, how will AI agents deploy their loyalty points and then starting to it's that they can actually perform the right action. And from there, then evolve into, okay, maybe then you do micro investments, right? So what if you maybe do a card rundown program that every day, a few dollars a day, the AI agents sort of invested for you. So really incrementally prove to the broader community that AI agents are not just fluff, that they can deploy with like a clear sort of decision pattern, and that actually show with the best example that they actually can grow your wealth, right? Let it be loyalty points, they maximize it. Let it be the micro investments, they maximize it. So that's the world that at Kronos Labs we believe at and we want to fund as well. So if you're doing that or you want to go towards that direction, definitely contact us. But we actually recently just revamped our grant program. We have about 100 million in ecosystem fund. Definitely keen to talk to builders that share the same vision and want to go that way. Thank you.
That was a very solid reason why Web3 and AI can go together. So just building on what Marco said, right? We believe that there is a very, very powerful role blockchain can play when it comes to building verification, not just for agents, but also humans that are playing a role in training those models or training those agents. So at KGen, when we started out, we built a global network of almost, like I mentioned, 35 million users across South Asia, North Africa, Middle East, Latin America, and East Asia. Out of those users, we've been able to profile close to about 1 million users where we know what they studied, where they studied, and various articulations of their skill set across engineering, across healthcare, across business and art. We are using this network of close to about 1 million verified users to work with agentic platforms as well as model platforms to drive the right training, the right behavioral training, as well as the right data training for models as well as agents. So we believe that when you're talking about agents, right, we believe that each agent needs humans to evaluate them to make sure the agents are behaving in the right direction. We also believe that the agent requires a huge network of developers. So we built out that network of developers in the global south. So essentially, we are calling this business Kai, which is Kratos AI. And Kai is now working with Frontier AI Labs in the US. We are working with the top AI labs in China. And we are also working with a lot of agentic builders as well as model builders to drive the benefits of blockchain when it comes to reputation, transparency, and verification of these users to ensure the right training for both the models as well as agents built on top of these models.
Thanks, Ishank and Marco. So I think while both of them, they touched upon great points, I'll just try to give a quick framework that I generally use. So I feel that there are 3 layers which blockchain Web3 enables for AI. First is the verification layer, as Ishank also mentioned. So basically, in verification layer, there are again different components that are important, right? Firstly, is this output a AI generated output? If yes, then what is the model that was run to generate it? If yes, has the model been tempered with somehow, or is it a legitimate model, right? So we are seeing ZK Tech making great progress there, and I feel on the verification side, ZK verification is going to be as common as HTTPS. It is going to become, from a regulation standpoint also, this is going to become a standard in next few years for sure. Second layer that blockchain enables is economic. So crypto or Web3 brings that economic dynamism to AI. So with crypto now, AI agents can actually make payments. If you think about it, without that economic layer, AI agents are nothing but chatbots, right? So if they can't take action, then they are just chatbots, and their utility is really curtailed. So that economic layer is enabled by crypto. And then third piece is infrastructure, where Aether sits, for example. So AI cannot be dependent on 3-4 companies who hoard GPUs, or all of these big tech companies which basically controls all the GPUs worldwide, right? Because without GPUs there is no AI, and without widely distributed GPUs there is no AI innovation at a large scale. So that's the third piece. For example, at Aether, crypto has really enabled us to bootstrap this whole supply side, where we have now 430,000 GPUs spread across 94 countries, and we are again, thanks to crypto, we have much better unit economics. We are 50 to 80% cheaper than your GCPs and AWSs. So that's how we are enabling AI builders to, get these GPUs and innovate. So again, quickly summarizing, crypto enables verification, economics, and infra for AI.
I think that on the subject of like Web3 and AI, there is something that is often overlooked, which is like, okay, we want AI to like go further. We want AI to work for humanity, okay? And actually, Web3 can really help with that. Because if you look at tomorrow, you will use AI in your whole life. Like you will have glasses with like AI integrated. It's already the case for some. If your AI sees everything and it's not private and you have a big centralized corporation behind, you are at a huge risk. This corporation controls your whole life and even control what you will listen to, what advices you will get on day-to-day life. And that's where Web3 can really help. And that's where we need real private AI. And that's where a decentralized cloud can help, because you can have computing running inside totally confidential instances with provable models. You can prove which model runs where. And then you can have your own AI deployed. You are not relying on centralized providers for it. So I think that's one key use case. And another is on the road to AGI, if it's a centralized corporation that controls AGI, AGI is the autonomous general intelligence. It's like the holy grail of AI today. And autonomous super intelligence, which is ASI. To get there, there is multiple ways. Either you can buy a lot of data centers and try to train models and have them run, but that's the same done with open source and closed source. Open source works because everyone can work together on getting it to like work. And if you do everything by yourself, you won't get to AGI. OpenAI can't get to like AGI, whatever they say. It can only work if they are totally autonomous. And for that, Web3 is a great playing ground. If you have AIs that are totally autonomous, can pay for their own compute, can train their own models, can run by themselves on a decentralized world, and like start virtual machines, request more compute, pay for this compute. There is no one with a credit card stopping them. They can freewheel, and we can get to like AGI and ASI. And if it's totally decentralized and open source, written into code, we are safe. We won't have an evil corp taking over the world. So I think that that's really the key thing that we will have in the coming years, and that's what we are working on.
So very cool. On that note, I think it's actually quite interesting because Near right now has a product called Near AI Cloud. So essentially, we're actually doing, I guess, like private inference within like a trusted execution environment, and bring actually all of the benefits that you just mentioned, because that is one of the issue, whether it's like censorship resistance, and also just in general, you also want to make sure the training actually verifiable, that actually be conducted, right? And blockchain is definitely a great tool to use it. So on that note, let's talk about macro a little bit. So what do you guys see as like the biggest trend or the biggest thing in the next 12 months? It could be like related to your specific project or just crypto in general. So Marco, you want to take that one as well?
Sure. If we're talking about macro, probably the biggest opportunity that I'm seeing now is a lot of huge corporations wanting to onboard into crypto by means of launching their own stablecoin. I'm not just saying financial companies. I'm talking about huge companies that we at Kronos have been talking to, that include companies in travel, in mobility, in commerce. And the reason is clear, right? They realize that there is a better way to do what they're doing now, which is a simple way of moving money from A to B. They can extract higher yield from that, right? So many of these huge companies we talk about, they have, for example, 1 billion of float cash moving between the different entities to pay for the vendors, etc., right? So this 1 billion of cash generally, so if it's cross-chain payment, it could take between 1 to 5 days, right? And over time, if you lose the yield on that, that's a lot. So suddenly, with tokenized money market funds, with a lot of these new stable coins, you can capitalize on that, right? So on 1 billion of cash float for these huge companies, they could get another 40 million a year of extra revenue, right? So that's one reason. There's other that are trying to sort of shed their reliance on the traditional infrastructure and players like MasterCard and Visa. But these companies are coming. A lot of them are inquiring. They're looking for on-ramp, off-ramp partners as well. So how does this relate to AI, right? I think the idea is if there is a world where there could be hundreds of stable coins, it could almost become like credit cards, right? Like I have like 10 credit cards, one for travel, one for points, one that is free, one that is paid, one for the lounges, you know? So if there is like hundreds of stable coins, what could we do in this environment to aggregate it, to make the process seamless? Is it going to be AI? Is it going to be other builders? So I see this as a huge opportunity of all these huge traditional juggernauts coming on-chain via stable coins, and then for us to really reap the benefits of building better infrastructure, better AI accessible infrastructure. That's also part of our vision on Kronos to enable this seamless web of commerce of the AI agents into that. So that's what I will point out.
That's a great take, Marco. I think predictions are always tough, but let me try one, right? I think Marco's already spoken about the stablecoin trend over the next 12 months. I think the next big thing that we will see in the space is what I like to call verify. It's building on what Arpit was talking about earlier, which is the world is going to be flooded with agents in the coming 12 months. We will not know what work product is human generated, what work product is AI generated, what is it, which transactions are being done by AI agents, which transactions are being done by human users. The AI agents, what models are they using? So there's going to be a verification layer that is going to be needed across the division between what AI is doing and what humans are doing. And within the work that the agents are doing, what is the underlying model they've used? What is the underlying layer of tech they've used, and so on. So how we saw a huge surge of what we call Info5, for example, in the last 12 months, I think the next 12 months will see a huge surge of a trend called Verify, in my view.
Yeah, so I think I will divide this answer into two parts. On crypto, in addition to what Marco already mentioned, I am also very bullish on stablecoins. Second thing, which is quite obvious at this point, is prediction markets. So I feel prediction market is that app which crypto was waiting for last 10 years. And this is a use case which is going to onboard really hundreds of millions of people very, very quickly. So I'm really bullish on prediction markets in the short term. Slightly long-term view, I feel RWA tokenization is going to be a big thing. It's basically a fundamental transformation of finance as we see it. So for me, it's as fundamental a moment as was when ETFs were actually introduced, when people or when dematerialization happened, right? So it's as big as that. So I feel private equity will be very different. Physical infra, real estate will be very different. But this will take some time. So time horizon wise, I feel like 2 to 3 to 4 years to at least, start seeing something. Deepin will continue to grow bigger. So Deepin has been there for like last four years, but nobody was really taking any notice of it. This year you see a lot of activity happening, and last year a lot of activity. So Deepin will continue to grow. AI, I feel there will be a lot more focus on open source models now because enterprises are getting serious. OpenAI is good for retail users, but when it comes to enterprises, big tech, they will want to have their own models or use open source and maybe, modify them somehow. That's on the AI side. Yeah. And then a lot on edge AI will be done for sure. Yeah.
In terms of next big thing, like there is a few, in my opinion. There is one which will be like DAOs that will change the way that we engage today with like governance. Imagine that in terms of governance, you don't need to like vote for everything, but you have your NFT, you have your online persona, PFP, that will vote for you. You can discuss with it, give it your opinion about a lot of subjects, and then your PFP will go and vote for you inside DIO. We did something like that with ILF Cloud and Liberty with Ubisoft on their latest NFT game. Your PFP can go and like vote for you in the game governance, and that's pretty cool. And I think that's something that will come up in the next few months and years. And also we'll also have fully autonomous agent organizations where where the DIO itself will be an agent, will manage funds, will do things by itself, and you could own shares of that autonomous organization. That's something that will come in the next few months, I think. Months or perhaps years in the making, the time it gets ready. Also, AI that will take over your world devices, take over your mouse, keyboard, everything. That's pretty close, and we are getting to it. That part will be interesting because the whole way we interact with blockchain, UI, etc., is going to be broken because UIs won't be made for humans anymore in the end, and the whole way that we interact with products will also change in the coming years. So that's the main trends I see in the Web3 and AI world that are coming up.
Cool. So we're actually time now. So thanks everyone for your time. Thanks for everyone for listening. And please follow some of the project. Speaking here. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Amos.
Thank you.